Today, I want to share with you 10 steps of grandfather clock care so that we can keep our grandfather clocks or tall case clocks in pristine condition so that we can pass them down to the next generation. Here is step number 1. Avoid placing your clock in direct sunlight and avoid exposing it to extreme heat or humidity, which would cause severe damage to the wood and veneer on your clock. Step number 2, place your clock on a level surface, or as level as possible, because if it's off level, your clock won't run as well. To help with this, you can use little wood shims, or if your clock is newer, it might have adjustable feet, so to get it perfectly level. Step number 3, wind your clock once a week for 8-day clocks and once a day for 30-hour clocks. And avoid winding within 5 minutes before any strike or chime points. Step number 4, while setting the time, use the tip of your finger to move the minute hand clockwise and stop to allow your clock to chime and strike, and then you can continue going. Or if you have a silent lever, you can silent your strike and chimes, and you don't have to worry about that. This will allow you to set your clock without having to stop. Step number 5, avoid touching the dial, the weights, and the pendulum with your hands, because the oils and acids from our hands will slowly ruin the finish on these parts. Step number 6, avoid using any cleaners or polish on the dial, weights, and pendulum. When needed, use a soft brush to brush away any dust that's collected. Step number 7, for cleaning the case, spray a polish on a soft cloth and gently wipe the wood on your case. For the glass, spray a non-ammonia glass cleaner onto a soft cloth. Gently wipe the glass, and being careful when you clean the inside part of the glass that you don't touch the dial, the weights, or the pendulum. Step number 8, your clock should be oiled every 3 years with a synthetic clock oil. It is best to have a professional do this to avoid over-oiling or an incomplete oiling. Step number 9, to adjust the timekeeping if your clock is running too slow or too fast, there is a small rating nut underneath the pendulum bob. If your clock is running too fast, the pendulum bob needs to be lowered. And if it's running too slow, the pendulum bob needs to be raised. I recommend doing only a half to full turn of the rating nut and then letting your clock run a while so that you don't overcompensate and you're going back and forth. And finally, step number 10, have your movement cleaned by a professional every 10 years. This will help prolong the life of the movement, keep it in pristine running condition so that it can be enjoyed decades and decades down the road. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.